Okay, these are the scraps I've been left with after another project, and you know, do I throw these away or could I find something useful for them? What I think I'm going to do with these is make a new spline jig. The one I have isn't really wide enough. I'd like something longer, so I think this is what we'll do today. So I'll just take you through the process quickly of it. Just to make it easier and so that we don't have a lot of bulk on the bottom, I'm just going to put a 45-degree edge on the board. Just slide that up to where it's going to be cutting in. So then it will just sit there like that. Okay. So now we'll cut two pieces at 200mm or 8 inches, and we'll get ready to. Right. My fence is 0 clearance to the saw blade, the end of my wooden guide here. So to set the depth is very simple. Using that end, pull it up to there, stop block and a clamp. And now we'll just run off two to the right length. Next, a base for it, and yep, I'm just going to take that off. I'm only using MDF. I don't make anything apart from jigs in MDF, and these are just some old scraps I grabbed from the local kitchen manufacturer. He throws out all his scrap pieces, and I pick them up just for jigs, so it doesn't cost me anything. Okay, I've just run this edge along the buzzer just to make sure that's the edge, so I'll just scribble a line on there because that's going to be my reference edge to stand these up on. Okay, so that we know we're getting it nice and square across the board when we glue these on. Okay. Just like that. Okay, because I don't want that moving once I've got it lined up, I'm just going to put a couple of panel pins through just to tack it down, because I don't have all those fancy air gun tackers, etc. Don't need one. Just take the brad you're using, clip off the very end, just put it in the end of your drill, and just use 3. this one. Just get them tapped in, started down. And now, goes up the way. Now we're ready to glue them on. So just a bead of glue. I know, I see people all the time, you know, applying glue liberally to both sides. To be honest, I don't see the point. I don't use a fancy brush either. God gave me a couple of good fingers. So now we'll just put the first one up against here. Don't you love those tiny little brads and the way they do that? Check it for square. Not quite. Yeah, that's square. Now, that's why I was using these. I'm just going to make sure that it's got plenty of support so it can't wriggle around. And there. There. And I'll just take down the second one. and just a couple of wedges. The reason I've got such a big base on it, it just makes it move across the router table or across a table saw a lot more easily. You've got more control over it. You don't have to worry about it being a problem. Right, let's clip those in there. And that, as I say, is just about that. Just go and punch. And just punch these down. Just use the square, that square, that square, that square. So we've got a nice 45-degree angles. These don't need to, I mean the glue, they don't even need to be clamped. And there is a simple little box. Now when you're ready to use it, it's just dropping it down and raising the blade up through, and just short movements like that, either on the router table or on the table saw. What I would recommend you do is make sure you've marked where those brads are, so that you're not putting your blade through. Now you can just adjust your fence. I'll show you that. Just adjust your fence. In and out to get the cut you want for your spline. I hope that was helpful to you.